What's up?
You heard from Rome, Nick. Tell us, give us the Rome Odunze rookie first game ever in NFL moment. Anything stand out from your conversation with Rome?
Yeah. Just dropped from Jason Leisure there. Yeah, Roman's excited, man, for his first game, and he was saying that in college, like the one thing that he's really looking forward to before the game even starts is just the flyover. Because he said in college you don't get to see that. You're in the tunnel, you're in the locker room, so he doesn't get to see that. So he jokingly said that he's going to be crying on DJ Moore's shoulder before the game to get ready for it. But no, he's really excited for that, looking forward to it. And I got a chance to ask Roma Dunze just what are you expecting from this defense? There's a lot of new pieces, a new defensive coordinator, bringing a whole different secondary, and they're really just kind of expecting anything at this moment. I think that's kind of been the common theme from the offensive players is that you can't really go back and watch one particular game tape because Denard Wilson at DC comes from the Ravens, but he's also with the Eagles, but he hasn't called plays. So like Rome, a lot of the guys on offense are really kind of uh, they're expecting anything from this defense, and but again, he is really excited about playing and getting out there for his first NFL game.
What Caleb Williams' first ever game week press conference. It's a big one. What were the takeaways? What was his demeanor? What did you read into? What did you feel like the confidence level was from QB1?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it wasn't anything different than what we've already seen, you guys, and I think that's just kind of how Caleb approaches things. In Hard Knocks, we saw after the Kansas City or before the Kansas City Chiefs game, like he just doesn't get nervous, and that press conference, like all the previous ones, felt it felt like he was composed, said all the right things, knows that even if he doesn't have to go out and throw for 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, he's more than comfortable but with just handing the ball off and doing whatever it takes to win because ultimately that's what matters. So he also credited just like the defense this whole entire training camp in preparing him for this game. Like everything that's been thrown at him was done purposefully to help Caleb Williams get ready for this moment. So he felt like it sounded like he was composed. He was composed, and it just seemed like he was ready for what was going to come on Sunday. He was real quickly, guys. He was asked what it was like to be a captain, and he didn't undervalue that. He said it was a extremely great honor in terms of being named that. He knows not a lot of rookies get that honor, but just knowing that he has that respect from his teammates, he was receptive of getting that award and that designation for the start of the season.
Paying respect to being the leader that he's been put into here. All right, Nick. I think you had one other stop that I just lost in my.
Tyler Scott.
Yeah, Tyler Scott, my dark horse. Damn it, let's go, Tyler Scott. Let's have a day. Where's his mindset coming into week one?
Yeah, again, much like Rome Odunze is really excited, and I asked because Denard Wilson, the DC, has been really consistent about saying that he is going to press his corners. Like that's how their defense kind of rolls. And I asked Keenan Allen this, I asked Tyler Scott this, and I asked Rome Odunze like the same question. Like, is that the best approach, knowing the wide receivers that you guys have? And Keenan Allen, Tyler Scott, and a little bit of Rome, they all kind of just smiled. Like, if that's the approach, which it is, like, you live and die with that. So it was interesting to see all the wide receivers, the confidence that they have. And when I asked Tyler Scott that question, Keenan Allen had just got into his locker. And he's like, when you got a guy like Keenan, you're going to press him. Like, he just smiled. Like, that's just not the best choice. And when I asked Keenan that in the press conference, it was a short answer, but he was also smiling while saying it. So that's the approach you're going to see on Sunday from the Tennessee Titans. They're going to try to get physical with the Bears wide receivers. And just based off the answers that I heard today from the group, it seems like they're going to be more than ready to take that challenge and have an answer for it when it comes on Sunday.
Anything interesting from Flus? And did anybody bring up Hard Knocks anywhere?
I don't think Hard Knocks was brought up, but I did like Matt Eberflus's analogy when he was talking about preparing for just the season. He's like, in the beginning, it was shadow boxing, right when you kind of get into, getting guys back into the building. He described it as shadow boxing. In training camp, he described it as sparring. And now he said, you got to be ready to fight. And that's what this team has been preparing and building up to this moment, just being ready to fight for, obviously the guys that are in the locker room, but knowing all the preparation that's gone into this, like week 1 is here. So I really like that analogy. And also, like all of us, you guys included, like he's excited to see Caleb Williams go out there on Sunday, see what he can do. But like he said before, he's also really excited to see Caleb just lean on his teammates. And again, Caleb's more than happy to do so because he knows he has a lot of playmakers in this room.
All right. Nick, anything else that we haven't touched on from your basically hour-long media session with Flus and players before you guys get out there on the practice field?
No, I mean, that's I'll have more written up at allchgo.com, just kind of talking about, again, what these offensive players are looking forward to facing, again, the Tennessee Titans, so you can read that later. But yeah, I'm about to get out to practice, and what Matt Eberflus called, it's going to be a physical practice today. The pads are going to be on, so we'll watch a little bit of that before kind of wrap it up here at Halas Hall.
Nick, congrats on your 21-9 win over me in ping pong. You dismantled me yesterday, and I'm still thinking about it. Congrats. I'm not going to look at you right now because it's upsetting.
Yeah, that was bad. And you got to live with that because I won't be in the studio for a while. Sorry about that, Karn.
Well, Nick, I know I didn't contribute anything to this
interview
great. With you. I was doing some behind-the-scenes working, but I also want you to know that I love you, and I'm excited for your coverage at Halas Hall all year. I really had nothing to add, and what I've learned is when I have nothing to add, to just try to shut my mouth for once.
I thought it was
That's
the best
gross.
We've had
You were incredible.
Weeks.
That was gross. That's good job, Greg. I love you too, and I'll see you on Sunday at the tailgate.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
hell is that?
Quiet Bragg's paddle's back.
I just found that recently. I was like, I got to bring that back.
Yeah, and I need that button.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I wish I had control over sitting here.
Yeah.
I need a mute button.
You know what?
It's basically what
Get in
I need.
that producer's chair there, chummy, and see what you got.
Settle down, KQ. I'm not bad at tennis or bad at ping pong. Nick, thanks a lot. We got to go.
We all silly like the mayor.